up, guys? It's me, Zealand, here to In Between Innings to do my final NFL team review. I'm doing the New York Jets today, as you would have seen in the title. Going to go over their past season. The season's obviously over. It ended on the 13th. Today is March 1st. So it's been a little while, but yeah, I'm just going to go over their record, their stat leaders, and then my prediction for their record next year. I currently have an AFC. I'm doing a whole with a friend, my friend Mason. We're doing every single team NFL record prediction, and we did the AFC part. It's like 32 minutes long. Right now, I'm trying to edit that, like download it and publish that. I don't know if you'll be seeing this before or after, but probably won't predict the same records. I don't remember what games I said they'd win or lose back then. I think I might have had them winning 4 games, honestly. So I'm going to go over their season right now. This is the final NFL team review out of 32. I did all other 31 teams. I don't know if I'll do this next year. It took quite a while. I started in week 5 and the season ended like 2 weeks ago, and I'm just now finishing, but we'll see. So they went 4-13 this season, last place in the AFC East. I think they got the 2nd or 3rd pick in the NFL draft. So the division looked like this. Buffalo was 11-6, winning the division. New England was 10-7. Miami was 9-8, and then New York, like I said, was last 4-13. I'll go over some of the games they played. So they started the season off with 3 straight losses to Carolina, New England, and Denver. They got their first win of the season against Tennessee, shocking victory in overtime, 27-24. So at that point, they were 1-3. Then they lost 2 games to Atlanta and New England. They're 1-5 at this point. That game against New England, they lost 54-13. Then they somehow beat the Bengals, and 34-31, they're 2-5. Then lost 3 straight games to Indianapolis, Buffalo, and Miami, 2-8. One game against Houston, 21-14. Then lost 3 straight games to Philadelphia, New Orleans, and Miami, 3-11. One against Jacksonville, 26-21, 4-11. And then lost the final 2 games of the season against Tampa Bay and Buffalo, ending the season off 4-13, like I said. I think they just need to really pick a good person this year. Zach Wilson, honestly, I don't think that was the move. He had 11 interceptions, but he had 4 interceptions in 1 game, and they were all on his first 10 passes. It was like his first pass was a pick, his second pass was a pick, his 5th pass was a pick, and his 10th pass was a pick. Not of the season, but in that game, the first pass, the 2nd, and the 5th, and the 10th of that game from him were all intercepted. So his stats for the season, he played in 13 games, had 2,334 yards, a 55.6 completion rate, 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 44 sacks, a 69.7 average QB rating, averaged 6.1 yards per reception, and 193.8 yards per game. Mike White played in 4 games. He had 1 game where he went insane, getting 300 yards or something. And he had 953 yards total, a 66.7 completion rate, a 75.1 QB rating, 5 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 7.2 on average, and 23.8 on average per game. And then Joe Flacco's the 3rd string. He only played in 2 games, though. Rushing-wise, Michael Carter, who I believe is a rookie, was the rushing yards leader. He had 639 yards, 447 attempts, 4 touchdowns, 3 big plays, no fumbles, 45.6 yards per game, and 4.3 yards on average per run. Tevin Coleman was the 2nd most with 356 yards and 0 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Elijah Moore was the leading receiver yards-wise with 538, 5 touchdowns, 9 big plays, 48.9 yards per game, 12.5 yard average per reception, 43 receptions. Corey Davis, a former Tennessee Titans receiver, was 2nd in yards with 492, 4 touchdowns, 9 big plays, did have 2 fumbles, 34 receptions. Jamison Crowder did okay. He's getting really old, though. I don't remember how old he is. Oh, why did I say that? I thought I remembered him. I thought he was really old. He's 28. Okay, never mind. He has 447 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 big plays, 37.3 yards per game, 51 receptions. So now I'm going to go look at their schedule for next year. Sorry, the lighting is crazy in the back. I know it's really bright. Maybe when I hit it big later, I'll have a better background, be in a studio. Right now, I'm just in my house. Okay, so that's not what I looked up. I looked up 2022 New York Jets schedule, and it redirected me to ESPN where I already was, and showed me that schedule. Okay, here. So first they play. I'll just say the games they play real quick. They play the Browns, the Packers, the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Patriots, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Patriots, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Bears, the Lions, Steelers, Bills, Broncos, Jaguars, and Seahawks. Interesting schedule, so I'm just going to go over really quick, say which games I think they're going to win, assuming Zach Wilson is their quarterback. We don't know who they're going to draft, though. They do have a high draft pick, so obviously going to probably have some addition, but I don't know how much of a change it's going to make. Going to have some offseason trades, but no one really wants to go to New York. So for Cleveland, I say they lose 0-1, lose to the Packers 0-2, lose to Miami 0-3, lose to the Vikings 0-4, lose to the Patriots 0-5, lose to the Bills 0-6, somehow beat the Dolphins 1-6, lose to the Patriots 1-7, lose to the Ravens 1-8, lose to the Bengals 1-9, somehow beat the Bears 2-9, beat the Lions 3-9, right? Yeah, 3-9. Lose the Steelers 3-10. Lose to the Bills 3-11. Lose to the Broncos 3-12. Beat the Jaguars 4-12. Somehow beat the Seahawks 5-12. So I think their final record for next year is 5-12. Just assuming based on their current team. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked this NFL team review series. I might do something similar to it next year. Sorry, notification. I am currently, though, doing NBA team reviews, and I've done probably like 10. I'll try to keep that up. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Peace.